Now let's dive deep into this big LGBTQ plus story for today. I'm Edward Otto Zelke, and let's queer up drag culture. RuPaul all aboard for Bonkers Drag Race movie. Viewers, get ready because Mama Ru is taking Drag Race from the runway to the silver screen. RuPaul has confirmed he will star in and co-produce the very first Drag Race-related feature film and action comedy directed by out filmmaker Adam Shankman, known for Hairspray and Disenchanted. The project will be produced by World of Wonder, with Bleecker Street distributing across North America. According to the official synopsis, the film will follow Tess and Dee Dee, trained stewardesses who trade their dreary shifts on the stank rail for the glitzy Glamazonian Express. When a catastrophic storm Gonza threatens to derail the high-speed train and crash it into Los Angeles, the duo and coach must join forces with the snobby first-class attendants and President Gagwell, RuPaul, to save the day in this wild ride of camp and comedy. Director Adam Shankman, who has been a guest judge on Drag Race, said, quote, "I've been friends with RuPaul for 30 years, and in that time, I've watched him and the folks at World of Wonder help change culture writ large with Drag Race. When they asked me to come aboard this hilarious and truly unhinged project in a time so desperate for escapist entertainment and laughter, I couldn't resist," end quote. World of Wonder co-founders Fenton and Randy Barbato promised the audience's full chaos, declaring, quote, "Drag queens in charge of America's first ever hyperspeed transcontinental non-denominational bullet train? What could possibly go wrong? What the world needs now is a disaster movie so twisted it will blow your mind. We are delighted to welcome Bleecker Street and everyone aboard the most bonkers train in cinematic herstory," end quote. Filming begins in Los Angeles later this year with a U.S. release planned for 2026. Looks like Ru is ready to sashay into movie history. Good for Ru. You know, I'm happy to see that this franchise is doing so well. You know, I saw Drag Race from the beginning. I've been a fan of it ever since. And, you know, the way that, you know, this platform has spurred out into music and movies and other books and everything. And it's really launched so many different careers and stuff that just to take like another step into the cinematic world, because let's be honest, you know, the last movie that I think Ru was in was the Asia and the Queen.
No, the TV show, but it was a cute little TV show.
It was cute, but, you know, it didn't get a lot of great feedback in terms of, you know, the storylines and stuff. So I'm hoping that this will be fun. It'll be campy. It'll be a lot of fun. And you know, with World of Wonder there and Adam Shankman, you know, for writing Hairspray and stuff, it's just going to be a lot of fun.
I hope that it will be like a lot more like Airplane. Remember those old Airplane movies? I do. Like the puns, you know, the kind of like crazy out of pocket things that happening all over the thing. I mean, you have a moving vehicle, you have a bunch of drag queens, you have unruly passengers. I mean, that's basically a great like recipe for just basically ridiculous comedic disasters.
Almost like a Snatch Game episode where everybody's sitting in the plane and ad-libbing.
Improv.
Yes.
To be honest, like hearing the concept, I do feel like this will either be one of the best things I've seen in a while or like the absolute worst. But also, like, you know, I'll be honest with RuPaul and Drag Race, it's getting a little boring and underwhelming. Like, I compare it now because of Dragula is on so much, and I rewatched all Drag. They do so much more interesting. I'd way more want to see the Boulet brothers do a movie, because I know that whatever happens, it's going to be hilarious and gory all at once, and the prosthetics will be crazy. So it'll be interesting what RuPaul does with this, but like, she has to have a little bit to prove in this movie than I think people realize.
And I think that like Ru would do well to like inject a little bit more. I know that she always avoids to talk about politics in her shows, but like commentary about the signs of the times that are facing our community would be would make the movie much more relevant than just
that's a huge criticism of RuPaul. Like, she makes a lot of money off of drag in our community. I don't see her protesting on our behalf. Maybe I've just missed it, but like I don't see it.
Last night there's Video Music Awards on MTV, which I haven't watched in 20 years because I'm an old person, but apparently Sabrina Carpenter brought out a whole troop of drag queens and trans person with banners and protests and everything on stage. If a straight woman can do that, why can't RuPaul?
I know. And you know, that was an amazing awards show. What I thought was the best about that awards show was Lady Gaga went to accept an award and then she said, "I'm so sorry, VMAs, I have to go because I have a sold-out concert at Madison Square Garden." Mic drop, girls. RuPaul, I hope she can do that. That is a big LGBTQ story for today. There is no other queer nonprofit media platform like this in the entire world. Support our LGBTQ stories by subscribing to and sharing Queer News Tonight.